Troy, director's cut. This first time I've seen director's cut. I've seen the first film maybe twice, if that, two, three times max. Way back, 2004, way back in the day, way back. Um, Troy. This film's known to have a big cast: Brad Pitt, Eric Boehner, Orlando Bloom, Peter O'Toole, Saffron Burrows, Diane Kruger, Brendan Gleeson, Brian Cox, Sean Bean. It's got a similar cast. It's during a time where, because of success of Gladiator, Hollywood was into and doing quite a few Asian epics during the Roman Greek times, because you had the same year you had Alexander, you had Kingdom of Heaven the following year, then if you had 300 and so on. So Hollywood was trying to cash in into the popularity of the Asian epic era. This film was actually successful at a big budget, 175 million budget. This film it almost made 500 million worldwide. I'm sure it made more than double its budget, make some profit for this film. This film is set based on Homer's poem Iliad. I think it's called Iliad. Um, Iliad. About the decade-long Trojan War. Basically, Troy's at war with Sparta, and one of the princes of Troy, Orlando Bloom's character Paris, is having an affair with the Queen of Sparta, Helen of Troy, Dan Kruger. Dan Kruger is in a happy marriage. She wishes that she would never married the King of Sparta, who's played by Brendan Gleeson. It's called Menelaus. He's at war, and at the moment they're trying to bring peace. Troy and Sparta trying to bring peace. However, this affair, the Queen of Sparta, with one of the princes, causes the situation to escalate, and Hector at first is wants his brother to give up this affair, but understandably, his brother truly loves this woman and allows the wife to stay on his ship and be a member of his family, of their family. Obviously, Brendan Cleese's character is not happy about this, so he gets his brother Brian Cox, Menin, to bring his forces of Sparta together to unite against Troy and take control of Troy. And he brings along the greatest soldier of them all, Achilles. He's the greatest of the Greek warriors, who's reluctant at first, but gets betrayed by his mother, who is like some type of prof psychic that says although you may die in Trojan War, you will forever be remembered in all of eternity. So it's better die an immortal than live as an immortal. You see, you let you live, you get married, you have kids, you'll be forgotten sadly, and your memory will be distant and unforgotten, and you have no legacy to leave behind. But if you die in Sparta in the Trojan War, you die childless, but you forever be remembered as the greatest warrior of them all. Later on, Iqbal's character kills Achilles' cousin, played by Garrett Huntland, Patroclus. They have a one-to-one combat. Achilles kills Hector. Then eventually he falls in love with Hector's cousin, played by I think this is one of the early roles, Wolfsburn, Besias. They hook up. Then he had a slight change of heart towards being an enemy of Troy. He gets killed whilst trying to rescue Wolfsburn's character by a vengeful Paris, Orlando Bloom's character. Then he dies and he becomes a further hero of Trojan War. Is it? You have Sean Bean, you have Saffron Burrows, you have Dan Crew. You have a big cast. But this film just cuts half an hour longer than the original, but is it better? It's more action, more violent, it's more brutal, I guess. It has like its flaws, it has issues with regarding some characters that like Brad Pitt, Achilles is brilliant, and and Hector's apparently is good, but Paris, I don't really care. You have no desire. You don't care about Orlando Bloom's character, his affair with Helen. You have not very budding characters, Helen and Paris. You don't really care. You see a bunch of spoiled brats. So character development, big pop. It's a long film, but the character development is very poor in some. Some characters are very not fleshed out. Some are. It's very inconsistent with the character development. And a lot of pacing issues. It's good. It's good. It's bad. It's when they're fighting, it's good. When they're not fighting, you don't care. The dialogue is just up and down. The characters themselves were not happy with with the roles they played. Brad Pitt regret doing this movie. He only did it because he had to back down on his one of us for like and how did it as compensation. And Lana Boo said his character's a coward. She is. And he's being a coward, but I guess he did it because of his advice of his agent. Oh, you're working with a around director Wolfgang Peterson, who was, director of the critically acclaimed Das Boot, rather than Line of Fire. I think he did The Perfect Storm as well, so he was a big director at the time, Wolfgang Peterson. But sadly, after Poseidon flopped, he went back to doing German films. Yeah, Wolfgang Peterson, he did Das Boot, Enemy of Mine, Neverland Story, Line of Fire, Outbreak, Air Force One. So he's one of Hollywood's biggest director from the 90s. But this film was last, I guess, last hurrah, being indeed the Poseidon that big, although that was a notorious flop, and then he was back to doing German films, Wolfgang Peterson. Oh, this far, it started pacing issues, like, and it's all 3 hours long, 3 hours and 16 minutes. The original one was 2 hours, let me just check, I think 2 hours and 43 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours and 43 minutes. It's 33 minutes longer, but that difference is, but again, the film still has issue, director's cut. You've seen the original one, if you're a purist, give that to cut of go, but didn't say the film from having it from being a flawed blockbuster. Like I say, decent action scenes, good performances by Brad Pitt, Peter O'Toole, Brian Cox, Brendan Gleeson. You got some good performances, but again, they have character development and you just don't care about the love affair. But between Orlando Bloom and Dan Kruger, I have no interest in their love affair whatsoever. Two and a half stars out of five, 6 out of 10. Next week's in chill arc required, like I said, apart from a few decent performances, some decent action scene, this film could have been a classic, but unfortunately, poor pacing and a messy script stops it from being in the realm of a Gladiator or a 300. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye now.